Arsenal joined the race for £100 million Liverpool and PSG target after missing out on Morgan Rogers to Chelsea in record-breaking £117 million transfer. Arsenal have reportedly pivoted their summer transfer strategy toward RB Leipzig sensation Yan Diomande after suffering a major setback in their pursuit of Aston Villa's Morgan Rogers. The Gunners were left stunned as London rivals Chelsea swooped in to secure a record-breaking deal for their primary target. Gunners pivot to Leipzig star Diomande. Arsenal have entered the race for Diomande as Mikel Arteta hopes to reshape his attacking options following a dramatic turn of events in the transfer market. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano stated on his YouTube channel that the North London club has made an initial inquiry for the Ivory Coast international, who has become one of the most sought-after teenagers in European football through a stellar campaign in the Bundesliga. However, any deal for the 19-year-old will require a significant financial layout, with Leipzig reportedly demanding a fee in the region of €120 million, £100 million, to part with their prized asset. Arsenal, over the last few days, made some checks with the agents of Yan Diomande from RB Leipzig to understand if there was still a chance to enter the deal, Romano said. Chelsea beat Gunners to Rogers. Previously, Arsenal had identified Rogers as the ideal addition to the squad, making the 23-year-old their number one attacking target for the window. In a shocking twist, Chelsea have now agreed a staggering £117 million deal with Villa to bring Rogers to Stamford Bridge, effectively hijacking Arsenal's plans. Romano highlighted the impact of this move, stating, "We have to be very attentive to Arsenal now, because losing Morgan Rogers is a big blow. It's the reality. He's the player they wanted, their number one target, and so they were pushing to get the deal done. Big surprise he goes to Chelsea. There will be consequences in the market. For Arsenal, for sure. It's a big shock. They didn't expect this to happen." Battling Liverpool and PSG for the Leipzig star. Entering the race for Diomande is far from a straightforward task for Arsenal, as both Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain have been tracking the winger for several months. PSG, in particular, appear to have the upper hand in negotiations at this stage, while Liverpool also remain a threat, having identified Diomande as a long-term successor to their aging forward line. Romano explained the current state of play regarding the French giants, but don't forget, Diomande has an agreement for personal terms with Paris Saint-Germain, and Paris Saint-Germain are in negotiations with Leipzig. But Arsenal made some calls to understand the situation of Diomande. Alternative options and the Alvarez situation. While the focus has shifted heavily toward Diomande, he's not the only high-profile name on radar at the Emirates. Arsenal are also keeping a watchful eye on any potential fallout between Julian Alvarez and Atletico Madrid. The situation is complicated by interest from Barcelona, though Atletico are hesitant to sell to a domestic rival. Then another thing, it's a separate story, but Arsenal are keeping a close eye on the situation of Julian Alvarez and Barcelona. It's very tense between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, obviously if Julian Alvarez can't go to Barcelona, because Atletico don't want to sell the player to Barcelona, Romano explained. Atletico are saying they don't want to sell the player in general, but in case there is a broken relationship between Julian and Atletico, and they decide to sell the player in August, Arsenal could still be interested in the situation.